Hey, guess what? It's Sunday. Bet you didn't know that. Meanwhile, Trisha Paytas says they're uncancelable. Bryce Hall's having a weird day. Dixie DAmelio admits to stalking, and Camila Cabello apologizes. By the way, folks, anybody else watch the Monsters, Inc. remake where the monsters have ink and only haunt tattoo shops? It's great. Irrelevant news. A couple's going viral after having a brilliant idea of doing a slavery-themed wedding photo shoot.
Days passed and everything changed. Our love got stronger and stronger. He was no longer a slave. He was part of the family.
Well, I'm sure that the internet is absolutely going to love that photo and literally every single other photo that they took for their wedding night. This will be one memorable occasion.
I just saw a master-slave-themed wedding photo shoot. The sun ain't even risen and I gotta log off the internet for the day.
Folks, you don't understand. Logging off the internet isn't enough to save yourself from its banality. You have to literally call Verizon and cancel your subscription just so you can save a smidgen of your soul.
That slave wedding shoot got me hot. Burn everything to the ground.
Well, let's hope this couple had the forethought to add life insurance to their wedding registry. Sounds like they're gonna need it.
No way a couple really thought a slave-themed wedding was okay.
Maybe they did. Who are we to judge just how stupid they are?
I'm sorry, not only y'all having weddings at plantations, now y'all are doing slave-themed wedding photos? What the hell is going on?
Instagram. That's what the hell is going on. Just give it a second and TikTok will catch up too. And in other news, somebody snuck into a Kanye West concert.
So I decided to sneak into the Kanye West Donda album listening party in Atlanta.
Didn't care, have enough time today to Photoshop a credential and snagged a photo of her credential, so I'm walking back to the car to Photoshop it.
My favorite thing about the current state of the world is that people are willing to expose themselves for committing crimes for a little bit of clout. And you know that someday we'll get to a point where the most clouded people in the world will just be in prison.
The photo I got wasn't good enough to use as a source, so I had to make it from scratch. The picture's from the t-shirt that they sold at the merch booth. Took a picture from Twitter, printed it out, chopped it up, stuck it on me.
Got it on me.
Folks, this TikToker isn't only teaching us how to sneak into these events, he's also showing us firsthand how to get blacklisted from every stadium in Atlanta.
From here on out, it's just confidence and moving quickly so they don't get a good look at the past.
Search me if you want. Thank you, appreciate it. Like a charm, baby.
Well, I guess in some places security is just for show.
There are a few more gates to get through to get to the stage, but I didn't record those, so sorry. But I ended up right on the floor. I also had my professional cameras on me so security wouldn't think twice, so I figured why not try to get as close as I possibly could. As you can see, I got pretty close. I actually had better seats than Kim Kardashian.
When Kim Kardashian watches this, she's gonna rethink her entire divorce. I mean, who the hell wants bad seats to a Kanye show? And by the way, folks, in case you're wondering, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are doing just great. Which is yet more proof that though nothing was accomplished in 2020, we did collectively travel back in time. And in other news, Doja Cat responded to fan comments about her merch.
The merch is bad. I'm aware. Don't worry.
Well, that was unexpectedly straightforward. You couldn't even slip a little excuse in there to make it a little less likable. Jeez. Hey, speaking of being likable, Camila Cabello apologized for featuring a man which many are saying was doing blackface in her performance on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show.
Hey, so this dude was just supposed to be a white man with a terrible spray tan. We purposely tried to pull together a multicultural group of performers. The expectation was not that everyone in the performance needed to be Latin. There are white people, African-American people, Latin people, etc.
Folks, this is great. I don't know what you're thinking about this, but as far as apologies goes, this doesn't seem like anything like it.
And so the point wasn't to try to make everyone look Latin either. There are a lot of people in the performance who are not. The point was to try to make each person look like an over-the-top 80s character, just like in the video, including a white dude with a terrible orange spray tan.
And shall we say mission accomplished, or not?
That's not orange, baby.
What, are you kidding me? Of course that's orange, in a world where brown is orange.
Y'all could have made him orange. Like, why is he brown? Just dumb.
He's brown because brown is the new orange. Jeez, haven't you watched the Netflix show? You should know by now.
Starting an apology with, hey, you're not serious at all.
I'm gonna confess right now, folks, that I'm 100% looking forward to Camila's next non-apology. It's gonna be great. Hey, speaking of great, Travis Scott seemed to be having a great time at the gas station recently. I have no idea what the hell's going on, and I don't mind keeping it that way. And speaking of knowing what the hell's going on, Tucker Carlson, who can be seen here wondering what the hell it's like to have a soul, was recently confronted in a Montana store for his statements about COVID and the vaccine.
Dude, you are the worst human being known to mankind. I want you to know that what you have done to this state, to the United States, to everything else in this world, I don't care that your daughter's here.
And it was at that moment that Tucker realized he was about to become a meme.
What you've done to people's families, what you have done to everybody else in this society. Son, don't call my son one. Please take.
Spoiler alert, folks, that Tucker will return to his show and victimize himself instead of changing his stance. And speaking of changing your stance, Tony Lopez and Sky Jackson had a very unusual interaction on TikTok.
I'm calling the police. If you don't get out of my comments, okay, Miss Girl?
I'm the only one who's having a hard time figuring out if they're shading each other or flirting. And speaking of shading, somebody's been getting a lot of shade lately is Bryce Hall.
I wake up to a weird Insta caption I'm being tagged in, my ex commenting on it. Austin McBroom suggesting I fight Logan Paul. I'm never drinking again.
You gotta hand it to Bryce Hall, folks. He's an expert at getting knocked out. And speaking of being an expert, Dixie DAmelio shared that she has a very special expertise in stalking.
I mean, I've gone psycho before a little bit in relationships, just like deep diving. Like literally last night, I was searching for someone's Instagram, had no idea who they were, found them in like 10 minutes. Like just literally a random girl.
Sounds like a regular Tuesday. Nothing wrong with that.
I saw her. And I was like, I knew one person she was with. I went through their entire following list, found them, and like went on a secret account so I could watch her story and like find something. Yeah.
Now, folks, before anybody starts jumping to conclusions, I am sure there's a very good reason why Dixie DAmelio was stalking this random person she doesn't know.
She was just really pretty and I wanted to see who she was. And she had like 1,000 followers on Instagram and I literally watched her story on like my private account and like, I was like, oh my God, should I follow her? But I didn't because it was like 4 a.m. so I didn't want it to be weird.
Yeah, literally nothing else about this story is weird.
I'm not really the jealous type, but if I know everything.
Think about it, folks. Why have Big Brother when you can have Big Significant Other?
I'm like so scared. I stalk people on like I'll find someone's TikTok, I'll see them on my For You page, go to their Instagram, go to their Visco, and I'm like so scared I'm gonna like something. I'm like, I'm playing a very dangerous game.
Yeah, you are.
See, folks, while what Dixie is doing is a very dangerous game, telling the whole world about it is as low stakes as it gets. Because why wouldn't Dixie want to tell everyone that she could literally stalk any person in the world for whatever reason at any second? It's better to know than to not know, folks.
I spend a lot of time on my fake account. I have 2 fake accounts. I have one that like some of my followers know about, and then I have one that no one follows, but I follow like tea pages on it or like people who are private that I want to stalk. It's so bad.
And thus began the great race to find out what are Dixie DAmelio's burner accounts. Anyway, folks, Trisha Paytas talked about how they can't be canceled. Don't know if I should be scared or terrified. Now, palate cleanser. Anyway, if make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you like, will be another time that an influencer makes a crazy confession. Tell me in the comments down below what do you think I want to know. Check out these videos right here. They're good too. Make sure you're drinking lots of water, taking the vaccine, and stay away from stupid people. Have an amazing day, Defenders. I love all of you. Peace.